I came here thinking that I was going to work on a choreographic writing project, dancing while writing, writing while dancing. And I'm really, I've really been unpacking what choreographic practice is so that I can relate it to other people and have them see how I see and understand what it is that I'm trying to do. So my intention kind of remains the same, but one of the things about being in MacDowell is that I have been in contact with a number of different artists from different disciplines and inspired by them, sure, but just the overlap of the timing of research and inquiry between us all has been fascinating and really kind of life-changing in a small way, but in a big way as well. So my thought about a new dance or a new way of thinking about dance is still there, but I've really entered further into the writing, as well as looking back at old work, but something about how I can articulate what it is I'm actually seeing, not just my sense of myself as a choreographer. So I wasn't interested in writing a memoir, and I'm not really interested in making a new dance, but I'm interested in something about the rub between those two ways of thinking about what it is that I do and what I'm kind of fascinated with. So yeah, it's shifted a bit. So the choreography part of it, the making of a dance specifically, I'm not so interested in that right now, but I'm interested kind of in the building blocks of it, and there's in looking back at old video, even in trying to take on someone else's movement. One of my collaborators, like, how is she doing that? Where's her focus going? Da 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 da. What's the timing between those things? That is the research, I guess, and the making of a new dance, not so much. I do have a project that's happening next June in New York where a bunch of this research is going to show up. But at this point, it might be speaking, and it's as well as moving, as well as video. So I think I'm just doing a hybrid thing that I haven't quite done before. And so this time is allowing me to roam a bit. We are house sitting on Vashon Island out near Seattle, and it just so happens that a fall and winter on Vashon means being indoors in front of a computer a lot. And so I'm looking forward to MacDowell too, and being at home with that. And I've pretty much cleared much of my other obligations that would take me away. So I feel I've learned how to kind of buckle down on this, and that's huge. That's huge. I was reading in the MacDowell history book an essay by Wendy Wasserstein when she talked about kind of finding her musing time, and that is so important, particularly in our I don't know if it's just this decade or what. It's not just that we're all too busy, but we're pretty thick with our time. So noting the elasticity and the different kind of space of breath and thinking as I walk from here to the main hall is really noting a new relationship to what's interesting to me, and trying. So I feel like I'm really trying to capture another way of thinking about and working with what I do, and that feels really good. I think what keeps me interested in dancing and dance making is the opportunity to both witness and, well, let's just say witness an event of real time, and to unpack it enough so that I can see what's happening and how is it put together, in order to make something that's repeatable, or to maybe try to approach that sense of real time. I work often with people I've worked with for years and years and years, so there's a lot of shared information. But even along with that, we are all finding new language to describe what we're aiming for. And as the world changes, we are aiming into the world in a different way on a daily basis. So tracking of the tensions of the space we're moving through, the communities we live in, how we release and meet them, is constant. So it's not that it's always going to be a new dance, but that there's something about my effort that of like, what is that? What is going on? What do we all need to know about how we are as artists, as citizens? That's what inspires me. Yeah. Several things are going to be with me when I leave here. Yes, the community. I've made good friends that I think I will know for a while, even though we all say we'll always be in touch, but I think I will know these people. I have walked more by myself through the woods without seeing sometimes a deer, but not anyone else, more than I have collectively in my life. And I've spent a lot of time in the woods. So just that kind of my daily trudge with my backpack to breakfast or to the library, and the collected time of noticing the shift of seasons and weather, as simple as that, is huge. And given that in conversation with the people I'm in conversation with, there's just that re-musing, remembering, the dailiness of interaction is deeply important. And I hope deeply that I can recall it and remain faithful to what it's taught me. Yeah. MacDowell is a colony with all of the pluses and minuses of what that word is, but it is a remove and a gathering and a landed place for a community. And I think in our times, just that sense of not quite tribe, but of finding the people support, the idea support, just for a short amount of time, is anchoring and transforming. That's what MacDowell